Thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and our home team. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Down. 10 Lobo.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Watch twist.
Winston, travel. Ready?
A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dalvin Cook with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 22-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's just me and you.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Mike spoke up.
Easy.
Check.
Green, triple team.
44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Winston. He's got Evans. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Hey, check 24.
Winston going to get this out to Evans. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Check 53's Mike. Watch the screen.
On second down. It's Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a gain of 6.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Look, 6,
5 on the 50, 5 on the 50, 5 on the 50. Hey, 5.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Slam, slam, slam.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. And here we go. Kill.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready? 18, Gator. Hey, Delta. Shift.
Now they'll throw it with Griffin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
General West. Hey, Team 6. Get it.
From the shotgun, Griffin. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Watch twins.
easy. Hey. Flip it, flip it, flip it. 44 to Mike.
On second down, it's Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a third down. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Now Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles Harris in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's fielded at the 34. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. They're going to need some therapy after this.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, Griffin. Finding room inside the 40. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Matchbox lights. Go, go. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Shit. 48.
From the gun, it's Griffin. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They run. Cook. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now it's Griffin. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Carl Nassib. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And this one is right down Broadway. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jones. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
49, check 49. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Watch the eye. Sonny. Ready to go.
Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On second down, Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 35-yard line.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Griffin. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. As his guys are in for 6. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The throw over the middle taken in, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22.
Here we go. Watch the shift. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Here we go, even.
Jameis now on first down. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Black 22. 53. Watch the right. Green, come see. Switch it. Tommy. Switch it. Go.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
White 25. Check 53. Mike. Get the ball. White. Mike 53. Easy. Mike.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Let's go, let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Now Winston. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check 26, check 26. Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll go again to Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing, Winston. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Griffin. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He completes it to Evans. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
First down, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Let's go.
16 more yards.
44.
That's another.
Check me out. Check.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Winston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, it's Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Go. Strong right. Strong right.
Operating from the gun, Griffin. Open man is Gordon, complete. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So a little breathing room now. First and 10 at the 17.
Check.
Now Cook. He's got a first down past the 30. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 36 yards on the play. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw, 80 weapons.
Push him back. Push him back. Switch. Mike 48. Nice, sweetheart. Alert 3.
Yep. Let's go.
On the carry, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Here we go. 8 read. 22 jet bomber. Bravo. Snap.
From the gun, Griffin. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 3. Check 3. Come on. Stand back. Let's go.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Three quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready? Black 22. Green, triple T. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
From the 25 on second down, Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. New England on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Chopper! Hey, orbit!
Operating from the gun, Griffin. Now he's got this one complete to Stewart. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Break. 48 months. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On 2nd and 12, Griffin, and Thomas has it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Check it backer, check it backer. Safe.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
They can't stop you.
Dalvin Cook with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Winston now to throw on first down. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To the air again with Winston. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down. Here's Winston. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. To throw, Winston. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cameron Brate. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Well, following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here.
Really?
Put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
64,
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Patriots.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dalvin Cook, 52 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. Winston now. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Winston and the Bucs.
Wait. Pick it up. Check. Crunch. 53's the mic. Easy.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Got it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. And cuts out right sideline. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for New England, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, We'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.